I found the apartment on short notice. Cheap, furnished, and in a decent neighborhood. Too good to be true, but I was broke and desperate. The landlord handed me the keys with one odd warning. Don't move the mirror. It was an old, full-length mirror bolted to the bedroom wall, its frame a swirl of black metal. Out of place, but I didn't care. The first night was fine. The second night, I noticed something strange. In the reflection of my closet mirror, the bolted mirror looked darker, almost absorbing light. I dismissed it as my imagination. By the third night, I knew it wasn't. I woke at 3 a.m., uneasy. The room was silent except for the hum of the fridge. I turned toward the mirror. There was someone in it, not me. A tall, thin figure with a blurred face, standing where my reflection should have been. I froze as it tilted its head. Panicking, I fumbled for the lamp. Light flooded the room. The mirror was empty. The next morning, I convinced myself it was a dream, until I checked my phone. There was a new photo taken at 3:02 a.m. It showed me asleep, with the figure standing over my bed in the mirror's reflection. I fled to a coffee shop, unsure what to do. By evening, exhaustion won. I decided to spend one more night to grab my things. I'd sleep with the lights on and avoid the mirror. I woke in total darkness. The lamp was off. My phone was dead. The air felt heavy, suffocating. I turned toward the mirror. The figure was stepping out. One pale hand gripped the frame, then another. A leg emerged, movement slow and deliberate. I was paralyzed, unable to scream. The figure pulled itself free, unfolding to an unnatural height. Its blurred face sharpened into a twisted version of mine. Eyes too dark, mouth too wide. It smiled and spoke. "Your turn." Its hands reached for me. I woke to sunlight. My phone buzzed, fully charged. The room was pristine, as if reset. The mirror was still bolted to the wall. But something was wrong. I stumbled to the bathroom, splashed water on my face, and looked up. The reflection wasn't mine. It was a chilly Friday night, and I was thrilled for a sleepover at my friend Sarah's supposedly haunted house. The old, creaky house seemed perfect for a spooky adventure. We arrived with sleeping bags, snacks, and horror movies, ready for a night of thrills. As darkness fell, we gathered in the living room, the TV casting eerie shadows. We watched horror films, screaming and laughing at every jump scare. To keep the adrenaline going, we played Truth or Dare. The dares started silly but soon escalated. Someone dared us to go to the attic, where the ghost of a little girl was said to linger. With a mix of excitement and fear, we climbed the creaking stairs, the air growing colder. The attic was dark and cobwebbed, like stepping into another world. In the corner sat an old dusty doll on a rickety shelf. Its eyes seemed to follow us, sending chills down my spine. My friends whispered about how creepy it was, and I felt a growing sense of dread. We laughed nervously, but then the lights flickered, and I heard a faint whisper. Panic set in. We exchanged wide-eyed looks before sprinting downstairs, hearts pounding. The atmosphere had shifted. It felt like something was watching us. Faint giggles echoed through the house, making my hair stand on end. We tried to sleep, but I was restless. My mind raced with thoughts of the doll and the whisper. I finally drifted off, only to wake suddenly, overwhelmed by dread. My heart sank when I saw the doll at the foot of my sleeping bag, its grin more sinister than before. I blinked, hoping it was a dream, but it was real. I screamed, waking my friends, and we bolted out of the house, vowing never to return. We spent the rest of the night huddled outside, telling ghost stories and trying to laugh off the experience. But deep down, I knew it would haunt me for years. To this day, I still hear those eerie giggles, a reminder of the night we dared to explore the unknown and learn that some stories are better left untold.